What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy Jay Tuck. Real Cowboys fans, stand up, man. And I see everybody in the chat, man. Y'all already turned up and lit, and rightfully so, man. It is game day. It is game day finally for Cowboys fans. And yesterday was cool. You know, we got to watch some good football, got to watch the Cardinals play and got to watch the Chiefs play and watch the Jags play. And, we saw some cool games. But today, y'all, it is all about us, man. I'm excited, right? Because, here's what I'll say. What's up, sis? What's going on with you? Salute to everybody. If you are a Cowboys fan and you are excited about today, preseason kicking off, light it up, light the chat up with the stars. I need to see stars in the chat, man. It is game day. I need to see stars in the chat, man. Light it up, man. Light it up and let everybody know we are in here, because I've been saying this on numerous shows, y'all. We can talk about our team, right? Me and HTM, we can talk about our team. Me and Satika, we can talk about our team. But can't nobody else talk about our team. Ain't nobody else going to disrespect our team, y'all. And that's not going to happen. Like, we'll have our conversation. It's a family discussion. But everybody else, we gonna rep our team regardless. And y'all know how I get in the season. I might fight. I might bicker. I might be upset with our front office. But on game day, we start up and I'm going to rep. You know what I'm saying? And I'll keep talking my stuff until I get dealt with. It just is what it is, right? But we will always respect our opponents, but we will fear nobody. I don't give a damn who it is, right? We going to bang out. Yeah. See all those stars in the chat. We getting it light. We keeping it lit. So we're going to have some fun today. Pregame show. Going to turn on the phone line so y'all can call in. So I want to hear from all of y'all. We'll turn the phone lines here shortly after I get through my morning spiel, because y'all hear from me enough. I want to hear from y'all, man. So yeah, that's Marion the Barber right there. Rest in peace to the Barbarian, man. The Barbarian is one of my favorite Cowboys players out there. I used to love watching Marion the Barbarian run. So salute to Marion Barbarian. Rest in peace, man. Cowboys great. Cowboys legend in my mind. Don't tell me otherwise. But yeah, we kick off here today at 3:30 versus the LA Rams. We had the scrimmage the other day. The scrimmage went well. But there's going to be a lot of interesting things that I am going to be looking for. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be looking for, we're going to watch. Now, here's what I'll say, y'all. Granted, your boy Jay Tuck wasn't at camp. Y'all know I wasn't at camp, right? So all the little, clips and stuff is cool, But now, like Thanos said, where did I lead you? Back to me, because now we are going to have real film, real all 22 film to really dissect these players, y'all. And I don't care what you did at camp and what you did at Oxnard. I want to see what you're doing under the lights, because all that stuff is cute, right? At Oxnard and Frisco behind closed doors, and that's cute, right? But what can you do when the lights really come on and it's live action bullets, and we'll have all the film? We're gonna go absolutely nuts with the film sessions, y'all. Like, I'm already ready. You know what I'm saying? I already got some stuff already clipped up. So every preseason game, we're gonna clip up. We're going to go through the film and really evaluate these players. But before we start, man, I got to say what's up to everybody in the chat. Got my guy Darnell in chat. What's going on? Texas Twister in the chat. What's going on with you? Sleazy, what's going on with you, bro? My dog, HTM Sports. My guy, Henny DeMore is in the building. Kevin Porter's in the building. Marcus in the building. My sister Deeka's in the building. Let's see, my guy CB's in the building. Jay Wings in the building. Cowboys Can Fan in the building. Alexander in the building. Let's keep going. EJ Savage is in the building. Everybody in the building, man. Light it up, man. It's game day. And we're going to have some fun. So I want to give some few takeaways of what I'm personally going to be looking for. We will do a recap video. Now, y'all know me. Y'all follow me long enough. Y'all know I'm not a live stream through game guy, man. I had a few people, I had a few sponsors and endorsements who were like, yo, we want you to go live. And if you go live, we'll do. That is just not my thing. I'm just not good at it. So salute to Law and Vaj and Mark Holmes and all the people, the greats are going to be going live. West Coast, Henny, everybody's going to go live during the game. It's just not me, y'all. I know where my struggles are. I know where my faults are. So when it's game time, I like to really lock in, evaluate, take my notes, and then we'll come back and digest after that. Now, I will say this. Next week, it's Dallas Cowboys. Y'all know I love my Cowboys. But y'all also know I love Las Vegas. That's my home away from home. So I will be in the building next game day, next Saturday, for the preseason game for the Cowboys versus the Raiders. It's actually my wife's birthday. So I was like, let's just go to Vegas, kill two birds with one stone. We'll go party out in Vegas for your birthday and celebrate. But we'll also watch my Cowboys, and hopefully we'll win a little money to cover the trip. But I will be out there at the preseason game. So if you're going to be out there in Vegas, definitely let me know. Love to shake y'all hands, meet y'all, say what's up to the fam. But live streaming throughout the games, I'm not good at it, y'all. I'm too emotional. I get too frustrated, and it's just not my thing. It's just not my thing, right? After the game, before the game, my thing. During the game, absolutely not. So let's go ahead and get into preseason and what I will be watching today. So the very first thing I'm going to be watching is our offensive line, right? The offensive line rotation. I believe Tyler Guyton will be out there today from what I've heard thus far. So I'm going to be watching Tyler Guyton closely. Going to be watching Brock Hoffman closely. And I'm also going to be watching Cooper Beebe closely, right? Because I really want to see what is our offensive line going to look like for this upcoming NFL season. And you guys know me, I'm a Florida State guy, and we saw what Jared Verse did to Awesome Richards, right? You know what I'm saying? He put him in the dirt. He apologized, but he put him in the dirt. So the young guys that the Rams have, they have some young beasts as well. So I feel like our offensive line is really going to be tested. So we're going to watch a lot of Tyler Guyton. I'm going to watch a lot of Cooper Beebe, a lot of Brock Hoffman. I ain't got to watch Zach. I ain't got to watch Tyler. You know what I'm saying? They're good, right? But what is the rotation and what are they looking like versus this Rams defensive front? And this is going to be the very first thing I'm going to be focusing on today as the game kicks off, is our offensive line. Back to the other side of the trenches, defensive interior, right? I want Mozzie to go on display. You know, I need Mozzie to go on display today, right? Because it's like we've seen some camp clips. We've seen some good things from Mozzie thus far, right? He's getting off the ball a little bit quicker, and he's using his hands a lot better, right? So he's doing a lot of those things. But at the end of the day, y'all, I want to see Mozzie show some improvement. I want to see Mozzie show some improvement. Now, I did the film session on Mozzie a few months ago, right? Did a film session on Mozzie a few months ago. So I want to see, were the things that we spoke about him improving, did he improve? And what kind of compare and contrast between the two? But not just Mozzie, y'all. I'm looking at some of the young guys. So we'll be looking at Rodgers. We'll be looking at, some of the new guys that we brought in across the defensive line, but specifically in the interior, because that's going to be a very, 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 very important piece to this Dallas Cowboys team and the success of our season, right? Now I will say this. Don't get caught up. Hey, y'all, hey, y'all know. All right, listen, let's hold on. Let me go back to the solo cam, right? Let me go back to the solo cam. During the off season, we welcome everybody to our channel. We open our doors and let everybody just come on in and have at it. Season starts today. So everybody has been warned. If you cannot keep up with the content, we don't do no junk food content and Trey Lance this and Dak Prescott sucks content over here. They might tolerate that at other channels, but we do not do that over here. So if you cannot talk big boy football, then what's going to happen is my mods are going to purge and get you up out of here. We will get you up out of here, so you don't have to learn some ball coming over here. All that. So if I hit the purge alarm on y'all chat, y'all know what to do. Get them out there. Get them out there, because we growing some, right? Because the draft content, we grow a little bit. We get all sorts of new people in here who's unfamiliar with how we do things in this community. But we don't do no lunchable content. So everybody has been warned, but if I press the button, my mods aim, shoot, and let them sort it out later. We'll let them sort it out later, all right? So where was I? Oh, yeah. The defensive line. All right. But yeah, it's going to be very important that the defensive line shows some versatility and show some upside. So I'm really excited to kind of see our young guys and what they're going to add, man. So, for us nerds who really love this Cowboys team, first quarter to the end and snap, everybody is getting watched because I want to see the rotation. I also want to see the UDFA guys. Now, I will say this. we won't focus on scheme, right? We really won't focus on Zim scheme, like, because Zim is going to give you very basic stuff today. You know what I'm saying? Very basic. Think of it as like an all-star game or Pro Bowl, right? They're going to go out there and just play a regular base, regular 4-3, nothing too exotic, and just kind of see, can these players go out there and play in live action? So scheme-wise, don't get too caught up in the semantics of that. We won't see that until we get to Cleveland, because they're not going to showcase any of that. We just want to see and evaluate who can step out there and who can really ball, and we're going to watch that when it comes to our defensive front. Third topic. It's finally here, y'all. This is finally here. It's finally here. It's Trey Day. It's Trey Day, right? Now, I don't know if he's going to start the first half. It's going to be Cooper Rush, and then Trey is going to play the back end, or it's going to be reverse. Me personally, I would like to see Trey play against what I think will be the Rams starters. I think he needs those reps more than Cooper Rush needs those reps. But if Trey Lance is playing on the back end versus the second string and third teamers, it's going to be like, all right, hey, cool. Now, for sports betting wise, all right, cool, that kind of worked in our favor. But I want to see Trey Lance and how he's playing against the starters for the other team. So me personally, I would like to start Trey Lance, but I'm not sure what the Cowboys are going to do. But here we are, y'all. It's all eyes on Trey. We've heard about it last year since we gave up a 4th round pick. Was it going to work out? Were things going to shake out? Didn't get to see him at all last year. He was inactive for his entire time at Dallas, 3rd string quarterback. Today he can no longer hide, right? Today we will know where our future really holds, right? And I'll say this, and I spoke about this, I think in a Twitter space, salute to my brother BJ Nix, is that when it comes to the Dak Prescott deal, I think they are going to sit back, wait, and see what they got. Now, if Trey Lance goes out there and he puts on a show, and everybody is, going through Trey Lance mania, then we might be in a situation where, I think that they might say, okay, we got something. Let's kind of hold off and see on this Dak deal. Now, if that is not the case, right? If that's not the case and he falls flat, then they might show some sense of urgency when it comes to Dak Prescott and getting this deal done. But we'll have to sit back and wait to see. But I want to see Trey Lance. Is he comfortable in the offense? How is he going through his progressions? What is his footwork? Has that improved, right? Because just being able to sit back and take off and run, I know Trey can do that, but we need a quarterback, right? So can you go through, run the offense, command the offense? So I'll be watching Trey Lance. We'll definitely do film sessions on Trey Lance to see how he shakes out, because this is a very important piece to the Dallas Cowboys puzzle. Fourth, the linebacker rotation, right? So you'll probably have some Eric Kendricks out there. Who's the starters? Is it going to be Overshown? Is it going to be Damone Clark and Kendricks? Is it going to be Maris LaFau? We brought in some other guys, Will Harvey. So, our linebacker rotation is going to be an important piece, because think about this, y'all. Even though we brought in from the Chiefs, I forgot his name, right? The guy from the Chiefs. We are very young at the linebacker position. We are very young at the linebacker position, so we got to see what do we have outside of just Kendricks and who can really fit the bill. Now, I feel like Damone Clark has had a decent camp thus far, but we will get to see him in live action. Yeah, my guy Brian says Cowboys urgency. I think it will. I think it, yeah, they should no sense of urgency with anything, right? But think about this, y'all. If Trey Lance goes out there and just completely just stinks up the place, the public pressure of like, yo, get the Dak deal done because this ain't it, will happen. Now, on the inverse, if Trey Lance goes out there and he has a Dak Prescott type preseason game, or let's say, for instance, not even Dak Prescott type of preseason game. Y'all remember last year when Will Grier had that final game when Dak Prescott was calling on the plays and Will Grier was going out there carving stuff up? If he has one of those types of games, then the Joneses, how they think their ego's going to get in the way. Jerry's going to start smiling, start talking to the media, and it's going to get ugly. And then we might be at a standstill. So we're definitely going to keep Trey watch, because I feel like this is a very important piece to what's going on with the Dallas Cowboys in their future. Salute to Miss Simon in the building. For those of you who do not know, that is Nashawn Wright's mother. Nashawn got traded to the Minnesota Vikings, but she is still Cowboys Nation. Mama Wright, we're not letting you go anywhere. You are still here. You are still a part of us. That's just how it works, right? You know, ask Mama Elliott when Zeke went to New England. Still Cowboys Nation. You know what I'm saying? Once you win, you are still our family. So salute to Nashawn and best of luck in Minnesota as well. Linebacker rotation as well. Linebacker rotation is going to be fun. Y'all know I love the linebacker position, so I'm going to be breaking down film on the linebacker. I'm going to do a lot of film, y'all, but I got a tool that's going to help me do it. Paid a lot of money for it. This is what the NFL teams use. I paid a whole lot of money for it. When people ask me how much I pay, they're like, damn, Tuck, why'd you do that? Because I love watching the film, and it makes it so much easier on my end to be able to cycle through all these players without having to sit and watch 4-hour games for one player, right? Running backs, who can step up? Now, I doubt Ezekiel Elliott's going to play today. He's a veteran. You know, why would Zeke play today? So I doubt Zeke will play today. But then you have Rico, bang. And then I'm not sure about Royce. I know Royce is battling the growing issue, so I'm not sure if we're going to see Royce. So with Royce possibly being out, this gives you the opportunity for Deuce, you know, the Maliks, the Snoop Connors, right? Who can really take the reins and kind of be and work themselves up. You know, I know Deuce is battling injury, so is he going to be out there? I don't know, right? But there's going to be some opportunity with these running backs, and we can kind of sit back and gauge what our running back room looks like. Now, I'll say this. I'll place a little bet. I ain't asking for too much today. I ain't asking for too much. All I'm asking for is one rushing touchdown from anybody, whether it's Trey Lance or anybody, and I win money. You know what I'm saying? Somebody just has to run into the end zone for the Cowboys, and then I'm good. I locked in my bet early this morning, right? So I'm not asking for too much this game, but I feel like when it comes to the running back room, there's opportunity with some guys being injured. Now is the time to go make a name for yourself. Wide receiver 3, who shines under the lights? Now, I've been saying this on numerous shows. I feel like Jalen Tolbert is wide receiver 3. You can pretty much go out there and lock that up. But we get to sit back and see Turpin. We get to sit back and see Jalen Brooks, Jalen Marino Cropper, Ryan Fauneroy. Like, we have some other guys that's kind of battling for that spot. Who was going to go out there and make some noise, man? Salute to my dog, Landlord from Alabama. Y'all should know who Landlord is by now. Y'all know who Landlord is by now. Salute to my dog, Landlord, Alabama, with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. J Tuck and CFO Sports, we finally here. Who you got your eyes on for this first game? Yeah, bro, that's what I'm going through, man. If y'all don't know, my dog, Landlord, was out there at camp, and he had some good interviews. And y'all, you know what? Whatever, I am going to say it. I think it's awfully funny how new media, with all these different barriers surrounding us, still was able to get great interviews. And when they got their moment, they asked great questions. I know you was out there. I saw West Coast ask great questions. Law Nation, Craven Cowboys, a lot of content creators, Cowboys fan. So we got that opportunity. They asked great questions. So appreciate y'all. Salute to y'all. Yeah, I think Deuce might be out with the hammy strain as well. So I'm not sure if he's going to give it a go. I haven't seen if there's any like injury report who's actually going to go out there. So yeah, if Deuce is out and then Royce is out, Malik, here's your go. Snoop Connor, here's your go. I mean, Hunter Luepke, I feel like he's a lock. You know what I'm saying? Hunter Luepke, I feel like he's a lock, but still, I want to see those guys as an opportunity to make a name for yourself. But going back to wide receiver 3, I feel like Jalen Tolbert is a lock, y'all. I feel like he's finally made it. He has arrived. You can't play for the Dallas Cowboys, switch your number to number 1, and not be a starter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Jalen Tolbert, by switching to that number 1, just lets you know, like, I'm here. I've arrived. And with the absence of CeeDee Lamb, you know, I feel like he's just kind of just fitting that mold. And like I said, when you watch Jalen Tolbert and Dak Prescott, they're in sync. Soon as Dak rolls out that pocket, he is looking for Jalen Tolbert, which is crazy. But I told you I was coming. Just be patient, right? So I think that Jalen Tolbert takes that extra leap under the lights where everybody can sit back and say, All right, we're good there. But you still have Jalen Brooks. I'm excited about Ryan Flannery, Jalen Marino Cropper. Y'all know I loved him. You know, one of our subscribers, he actually coached Jalen Marino out in Fresno until he got all the way into high school. So, you know, we're very familiar with him. Did a lot of film breakdown on him last year. But that wide receiver room is getting tight, right? It's getting tight. How does everyone fit? We'll have to sit back and see. On cornerbacks rotations, so of course, Trayvon's going to be out. I doubt Deron Bland plays today. I don't know. We'll just see, right? I doubt Bland plays today. I even doubt that J. Lou plays today. So then you get that walk-in seat belt. We get to see the walk-in seat belt in live action in Kalen Carson. I'm excited to see that. I did the film breakdown on him, you know, versus my guy Keon Coleman. So we'll get to really focus on Kalen Carson. But also, we'll get to focus on last year's pick in Eric Scott, because I haven't heard much about Eric Scott. I've been kind of asking, oh, he had a good day. I'm like, okay. All right, well, he had a good day. I'm like, well, what else did he do? You know what I'm saying? Like, when you hear people just say he had a good day, I'm like, I need to hear a little bit more than just he had a good day. Like I say, like, you know what I'm saying? So we'll just see Kalen Carson. We'll probably get to see Booth today, I believe, who we just traded for, a guy out of Clemson. And then we'll have some other guys out there, some other younger guys at the corner. So we can kind of see, like, what's the placement? Where's the spots? I know someone mentioned Izzy Mukuamu. Izzy Mukuamu will be a very important piece. And the thing that we're going to watch with Izzy, me personally, is where is he playing? Is he playing as a safety or is he playing as a corner? I know when he's done a few shows. I think he did one with Pick Six Sports. I think he did one with Landlord and West Coast and Henny as well. He was talking about he prefers to be a corner, right? He prefers to be a corner. So we'll see. Is he going to be playing corner? Is he going to be playing safety? Where is he really going to play? It's really going to be up to that, you know, Izzy and Coach Zim in the back half of this defense. Because you got to remember, all new defensive staff, all new defensive coaches. What you did last year and what Dan Quinn may have liked from you, this new staff may not like. We're going to watch Izzy Mukuamu, but I was asked, does he make the team? Oh, yeah, he better make the team. Like, I don't know. With Izzy, I don't give a damn what position. You're just going to have to find one for him. You have to find one for him and see what really shakes out. I'm going to ask him who was he giving. Let's see here. Let me see my landlord. He said, I asked him who was giving him the most problems. He said, I pled the fifth, Scott Jr. Okay. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing, y'all. Eric Scott last year was having a Kalen Carson-esque camp, right? Because when I was out there in Oxnard, I was like, yo, my neighbor from Kansas City, he's out there bagging up. But then what happened to Eric Scott is the lights came on and it just wasn't there. So that's why I got to say, when it comes to the preseason, Izzy's hurt too? Oh, that's right. Damn. So Izzy's going to be out too. Okay, so cool. We're going to watch Izzy, right? So I ain't even watching the injury report. So Izzy's out. Deuce is out. Freeman's hurt. Anybody else is hurt that we are unaware of? I don't know. Okay, so Izzy got hurt. I didn't know if it was that serious he's going to be out. So then Izzy's out. So we wanted to watch Izzy, but I still think Izzy makes the roster. I know Hendershot was nicked up a little bit, so I'm not sure what happens for Hendershot. And Hendershot, he don't need to miss no games, y'all. He don't need to miss no games or no preseason games. He needs all the reps he can get. But I know Hendershot was nicked up, so I'm not seeing, like, is he going to be out there today as well? Rookie watch. Of course, you know, when it comes to the rookie, Tyler Guyton instantly, Marshawn Nealon instantly, and then we'll also be watching Cooper Beebe instantly. Like those are my three key focuses, and then we'll get to the merits of fouls. But outside of the rookies, second year guys, right? Second year guys, we're going to need to focus on, like Junior Fiocco. Where Junior at? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's Junior Fiocco? Okay, so Hendershot's hurt. He's not playing. So it's like, all right, bro, like, now's not the time. Now is not the time. You need those reps. You know what I'm saying? So here's what probably will happen when Hendershot. They'll probably stash him again. They'll probably stash him. They'll stash him again if he wants to and do that. So like I said, we'll be watching Marshawn Nealon, Tyler Guyton getting solid reps. Also Cooper Beebe, but second year guys, right? I want to see what is Junior Fiocco. Can he add some value? You know, I'm not sure if Chauncey will play. I'm sure Chauncey Golston will play. Is he playing inside? Is he playing outside, right? When it comes to Chauncey Golston, even though he's not a second year guy. So some of those guys, and DeMarvion Overshown, I mean, we're going to definitely focus on DeMarvion Overshown, but here's what I'll say when it comes to, if you're going out there, Don't push it, bro. Don't push it. Just just a little. Hit the gas a little bit. Just hit the gas a little bit, right? But then also special teams, right? Because special teams holds the key. So when we start doing our final roster breakdowns and trying to see who, and of course, Mozzie, Mozzie, like second-year leap guy, and even Schoonmaker, right? Schoonmaker, I'm not sure if he's practicing or playing today because he got nicked up a little bit, but Mozzie, Schoon, those guys are a given as well. But special teams, where are people lining up on special teams? When we try to do, my dog CFT in the building, Rome Cowboys fan talking in the building. What's going on with you, bro? It's game day. We done made it, bro. We are here. We are here, bro. Finally, after all the BS we went through this offseason, we can just talk about football. We're not talking about what kind of shoe color people are wearing. We're not talking about podcasts. We're not talking about leadership. We're not talking about, voluntary OTAs and lack of free agency and the draft. We are talking about actual football today. I'm at peace, y'all. I am at peace. We're going to watch special teams, who was getting the reps, especially on kickoff as well with the new kickoff rules, because where those people are lining up is going to be key, because if they're getting a lot of reps on special teams, then more than likely they will be a lock, man. So that is what I'm focusing on. Let me know in the chat what y'all are focusing on. Everybody's in the building. So what we're going to do now, we're going to keep it live and lit. And I am going to turn on the phone lines, man. So let's go ahead and lock this in. And bang. And hopefully my audio doesn't blow y'all's speakers this time. I think I got everything set up. I think I'm all prepared. So give me a call if you want to call in. 530-399-4100. Access code 506-9493. And then hit pound. Let me go ahead and put this number in the chat. Hold up. Bang. And then code. 1493 pound. Bang. All right, y'all. We in there. We are in there. So go ahead, give me a call, pull up. Let's talk some Cowboys football. And we're gonna vibe out. I think the first game, Denver plays first. Who does Denver play, right? I think Denver plays, and then we got the Cowboys at 3:30. Now I'll say this, y'all. I love football season. But yesterday I felt kind of disgusting, man. I kind of felt, I ain't gonna lie, man. I felt kind of disgusting because I woke up, I did work out, but I sat on the couch, I watched Team USA play, and I sat and watched a whole bunch of football games. I ate bad food, and I was like, bro, you didn't do nothing. You didn't do nothing yesterday. You got accomplished absolutely zero. Like, yo, Tuck, you can't do that this football season. Like, it's just, what I'm saying? Like, I'm always like pushing for something. And I was like, man, you can't just sit and watch football all. You have to do some push-ups during commercials. You want to do a lot more different, bro. Because sit down eating candy and junk food and Chinese food and all sorts of stuff. Like, nah, bro, we are not about to lose it like that, man. But overall, a lot of good football yesterday. And me personally, when I watch other teams play in preseason, I'm really on rookie watch. I want to see how my rookies are doing. Braylon Allen looked good out there for the Jets, y'all. Braylon Allen, you know what I'm saying? Braylon Allen, he's looking like he's going to be one of those ones, man. But, other guys out there, I'm watching my guy Keon Coleman. I watched the Cardinals a little bit last night, but I also had to spend some time with my wife, man, because football season gets so busy. So she had me watching The Bachelorette. We did a Bachelorette marathon last night, y'all, and I fell asleep. I was like, I'm hanging with you, but I'm just going to go ahead and just tap out because there's only so much of that I can take, you know what I'm saying? But happy wife, happy life. Yeah, push-ups during commercials is solid go. Yeah, just knock out 20, 25, 30, something like that, because just sitting there all day, it ain't going to be enough. But so getting back to the game, y'all. Like I said, I'm going to watch the offensive line. And ask questions. Y'all don't want to call in or not. You know what I'm saying? We'll kind of keep it running for 30 more minutes. Do you think Mozzie is going to pay off in the long run? It depends. Now, me personally, it depends on what was your expectations for Mozzie Smith, right? And how soon? I think he will pay off in the long run where he can turn into what Jonathan Hankins is. But the access code is 506-9493, and you got to hit pound. But for Mozzie Smith, it's like I never expected Mozzie Smith to be like this Christian Darrisaw or this, Chris Jones type of game wrecker. I feel like he's going to be a solid rotational NFL player. Because I think if I go back to the draft, I had a third grade on him. I'm about to go back. It was like a second or third. I definitely have a first round grade on him. So I think I had a second or third round grade on him. But there's other guys I liked a little bit better in that class, but they were also gone. So I think overall for Mozzie, I've been preaching this since the moment we drafted him, y'all. You just have to be patient, y'all. You just have to be patient. And I think that's the thing with, there's a lot of football fans in general. You want guys to come out there and just hit the ground running. That doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Micah Parsons doesn't grow on trees. Tyler Smiths, those don't grow on trees. Like sometimes you have to kind of sit back and just be patient with a lot of prospects and a lot of players. And think about this. Now Mozzie is dealing with a different coaching staff, defensive coaching staff. I think they believe in him a little bit more than the last coaching staff. Because you got to remember this, right? Mozzie Smith was drafted in the first round pick. That's a first round pick last year, right? He wasn't what Mike McCarthy wanted. Mike McCarthy wanted Matthew Bergeron, all right? He wasn't what Dan Quinn wanted. Dan Quinn didn't want him. And Stephen Jones in the front office drafted him anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of puts you in a sticky situation because, like, I remember, and Stephen Jones said this in the interview, he was like, I knew Mozzie isn't what Dan Quinn likes, but we felt like we needed him. Well, if I'm a defensive coordinator and I'm telling you that's not what I like, why did you just go get it anyway? You know what I'm saying? So, it doesn't fit what I like to do and the types of guys I like to do. So I think that the access code is pinned at the top. It is pinned at the top, right? Yeah, it's pinned at the top. It's also right there. Yeah. So I think it just didn't fit what Dan Quinn likes to do. So I feel like, especially when you look at defensive tackles, it really takes them to around year 3 before they fully start to take off, unless you get a special guy, right? And that's just the problem. I think a lot of Cowboys fans feel like, oh, we got Mozzie. We'll put him out there. He's going to improve, and we don't have to worry about anything else. And he's going to be a Pro Bowl. Probably not. You probably won't see the real impacts of Mozzie until 2 to 3 years from now, where we're looking at, okay, like, now Mozzie's that guy. Now he's grown into his body. Now he knows how to use his leverage. He knows how to use his hands. Like, it's going to take a while. So overall, it'll happen, but you just got to be patient. Now, if you want Mozzie to jump off the screen starting today, where it's like, okay, we good, we don't need no more defensive tackles, then I might say this might not be the thing for you. Let's see, Greg Turner, yep, Tuck, you ain't alone. My girl got me watching shows like that. Yeah, you got to, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, all right, bro. I'm trying to watch, but here's the thing, right? When I watch The Bachelorette with my wife, it's like when she watches football with me. Because if I give any commentary, then she gets all upset. But if she watches the game with me and gives commentary, I get upset. So I'm sitting there watching, like, it was something yesterday where, like, they were kissing in the rain. Okay, and it started raining. They're like, oh my God, it's raining. Okay, so you had thunder, there was no lightning, and now all of a sudden you got a random rainstorm, and it's not hitting the trees, it's not hitting nothing else, but just y'all while y'all kiss. It's fake. It's fake. And she's like, it's not. I'm like, that is fake. Like, there's no reason. You can't have a rainstorm and none of the leaves are getting hit. The back, you know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, but I get it. Michael Barish, all right, good question, bro. Good question. Give me one reason to lock in for this season. Never felt this way as a fan in my life. I'm hurting. All right, cool. The one reason why you should lock in for this season is because of the two guys they haven't paid yet. You should be excited about this season because of the two guys they haven't paid yet. Now, I will say this. Even if Dak Prescott does not get his contract, Dak Prescott with the dark cloud and being doubted is deadly. So I feel like Dak can carry us. I feel like we have one of the best quarterbacks, not only just in the NFC. I can clip this if you want. I feel like in the NFL, top 3, top 4, top 5, whatever you want to call it. All right. But you should be confident. And if we get CeeDee Lamb back, then we should be gravy, bro. I feel like we have talent. It's just, can that sustain throughout the course of this season? All right, we got a caller. Let me know if y'all can hear the caller. We got a few callers banging in. All right, let's get it. Hold up. So let me do this real quick. All right, boom. All right, let's see. Yo, caller, state your name. Where you from? Yo, caller, can you hear us? Hold up. Yo, caller, can you hear me? Hold on. Caller 1, caller 2. Can you hear me? Let's double check. Let's see here. I know better to hear me.
All participants are off hold.
All right, let's see here.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah. Let's see.
I can hear you, man. What's good with you?
All right, let's go on. Yeah, both of y'all on. All right, both of y'all on. All right, we're going to talk.
My name's Khalil. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm obviously a Cowboys fan. I'm hearing a lot of negative feedback on Mozzie Smith. I'm just trying to understand. He's going against Tyler Smith and Zach Martin in practice, right?
Right.
So who would actually do good against him? So I'm just trying to gauge his progress against two basically all pros.
Yeah, good question. Can y'all hear him? Make sure I can hear him on the chat, right? Yeah, great question about Mozzie Smith. And I feel like this, when it comes to Mozzie, what I've been watching specifically at camp is not about, is he making plays, right? Because, it's just practice, right? It's going to change throughout the course of a season. But is he showing any up traits from last year as far as his technique, right? So is he getting off the ball faster? I saw him getting off the ball faster. Is he using his hand placement a lot better? He's using his hand placement a lot better. I saw a play over here, especially the Rams actually in the scrimmage, where he did a bull and rip, to get pressure in the backfield. So it's like, okay, that's what it takes, Mozzie. So for Mozzie, you just have to continue to stack days. And yeah, I think that's what's only going to help him, excel a little bit more, because you're battling against Tyler Smith, you're battling against Zach Martin, you're battling against, Brock Hoffman or Cooper Beebe every day. It's going to give you that confidence, right? It's going to give you that confidence that, okay, you know what? I do belong here. And it's not just Mozzie Smith. For a lot of rookies, right? You come into the league, everything is new. You have to kind of get those reps and then be like, you know what? I forgot, bro. I was a dog at Michigan. Oh, you damn right. And so once you start to get that confidence, once you start to get those reps, that's when it clicks. Because think about Jalen Tolbert, right? Jalen Tolbert, his rookie season was kind of all over the place. He really just didn't have that confidence, but just a few big catches throughout the course of the season and getting in the end zone. Now he feels like he's arrived. I feel like for Mozzie Smith, that's going to be the same thing. So if we watch Mozzie today, and let's say, for instance, very first play, Mozzie busts through and gets in the backfield and stops the run, that light bulb will click off. So me personally, I am still bullish on Mozzie. You just have to be patient. That's the thing that's one Cowboys fans is to understand, right? You just have to be patient. You can't want it all today. It may take the middle of the season, but if he's ready by the middle of the season, I still think that he can definitely help us as far as our defense is concerned. All right. Did he hear me or drop off? All right. So we got another caller. Let's see here. All right. Let's see if this caller can hear me. Yo, caller, state your name. Where you from? Yo, can you hear us? I can hear the caller, but he can't. I don't know. Yo, callers 1, caller 2, caller 3. Can you hear us? But yeah, y'all, obviously I wouldn't be out fully on Mozzie. Yo, caller, can you hear us? I think that he's listening to the show and he's hearing me to the show, but he's not hearing the phone because I hear his phone moving. Yo, check. Caller 1, caller 2. All right, you're gonna put him back on mute. If you're on hold right now, or you're trying to call in, call back in because we're talking to you. You're live, but we can't hear you. All right, cool. So yeah, I would just be patient with Mozzie. Be patient with Mozzie. Don't expect too much too soon. And I'll say this, right? Don't make the same mistake even with Tyler Guyton. I know he's had some good reps versus Micah Parsons, and we saw the camp clips. There might be a situation where he struggles. He is a rookie, y'all, going against grown men. Like there's going to be a learning curve. Like there's going to be a lot of, like, remember when Tyler Smith was out there and he was getting those penalties, and it's like there's going to be a learning curve.
He is a rookie, y'all.
All participants are on hold.
All right, so now we get some callers banging in. All right, so let me see this here. All right, let's see here. Yo, caller, state your name. Where you from? Why can't these callers hear me? And then they come in and they drop out. Yo, caller, state your name. Where you from? Check. I don't know. Let me see.
All participants are off hold.
Can any of y'all hear me? Yo, callers. Caller.
Check.
I don't know.
Check.
Yeah, what's going on? Can y'all hear us?
Hey, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear both of y'all. I'm hear both of y'all. So I'm gonna talk to 245.
Check. You hear us?
Yeah, can you hear? I can hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me? Hold up.
Check.
Hold on.
Hello?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see.
We can hear each other, but we can't hear you.
What? Y'all can't hear me?
That's crazy. Yeah, I can hear you, Kid. I can't hear Tuck.
All right, hold on. Let me hold on. Let me fix something real quick, y'all. Hold up, 1 second.
Yeah, I can't hear me. Nah, I can hear you, Tuck, because kind of sort of.
Okay, hold on. Let me get right, y'all. This damn phone system.
All participants are on hold.
So that's what it is. They can't hear me, but I can hear y'all. What the hell is going on? See, technology, man. This is why I need me a producer to come in, kind of run my show for me, have the phone line set up. All right, let's see if this works. All right, let's see if this works. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Nope. Why can't you hear me as far as the audio is concerned? Yo, Randy, can you hear me? Damn.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, y'all can hear me now?
Yeah, it's a buff. You buffering though.
What the hell? And all of a sudden my camera's going out. All right, we're going crazy. Hold on. We're going crazy on this chat. Hold up. Something's going on.
Yeah, we can hear you, boss. We can hear you.
All right, we're good. But now my camera got, I was in 3D mode. Hold on. All right, we're good, man. What's going on with y'all, man? What's going on? Let me fix this, bro.
Hey, what's going on, boss? What's going on with you, J Tuck?
Chilling, man. Just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get right for the game and everything going on. What the hell? It's kind of muffled.
Yeah.
Let me see. Hold on, y'all.
You sound muffled a little bit, man. You sound muffled a little bit, Tuck.
I think it's pulling. Hold on. Let me see something.
You might as well cut your bass down a little bit on your vocals.
It did that mistake, bro. It did that mistake. All right, cool. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, you sound crystal clear now.
All right, cool. We did that, but now my I went purple. Yeah, all right, there we go.
Yeah, you sound real good and clear now.
All right, so hold up. Let me do one thing though. All right, go ahead, go. I can hear y'all now. But now it got me like in 3D mode. Hold on. Go ahead, bro. We're gonna get this right. I'm gonna work. Yeah, I turned to purple, man. I'm saying like I'm on
you're purple right now.
Like I'm on lean or something. You know what I'm saying? They got me on that purple lean. Hold on, man. Let me see here. Let me see. Actually, let me do this.
Man, you know.
Yeah. All right, cool. So yeah, it does this weird thing, and it started doing this whenever someone calls in.
Now we can hear you.
Now you can't hear me. All right, so hold up. All right, now can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you again.
All right, y'all can hear me, but then now I'm purple. All right, cool. We'll work on the purple stuff. All right, go ahead.
But the voice back distorted again.
God.
I mean, we can hear you, but you sound.
Hold on. All right, hold on. We're gonna get right, y'all. We're gonna get right for game day. And plus, I'm gonna start doing this for the live shows. All right, cool. All right, now can y'all hear me?
Crystal clear.
All right, we clear. All right, so now we do that. We're gonna get the camera right. All right, cool. Go. What's going on with y'all, fam? What's going on? Yeah, Big Mo, man. We don't lean right now. What's going on with you, bro?
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. First of all, let me say, man, hey, first time caller, man. I follow you all the time on Twitter, man. Salute you.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate the fact that you are, able to be an objective fan.
Mm-hmm.
So I can appreciate that. I'm an Eagles fan.
Okay.
I live in Dallas, born and raised in Dallas.
Yeah,
I'm a diehard Eagles fan.
So what is that like, man?
So I want to ask you a question.
All right, go ahead, bro.
Beg your pardon?
Yeah, so what is that like being an Eagles fan stuck in Cowboys territory, bro?
I love it, man. I love it. I mean, because I get to be in the belly and the beast and be able to talk, my ish face to face.
Ah, there you go.
Yes, sir.
Are they saying I'm still muffled?
But, my question to you is this.
Hold on. They saying I'm still muffled? Hold on, bro. It's echoing.
You sound crystal clear now. You was muffled real bad, but you sound a little better now.
Yeah, I can hear you, but the chat saying I'm muffled though, right?
Oh, maybe it's on the phone. You sound crystal clear. Let me see.
Because you clear on my end. Hold on. What is going on?
No, you good. You good. You good. I just unmuted you. You good on your podcast. You good.
Okay, so I'm good on the show. Okay, we good. All right, cool. Let's rock, y'all. Let's rock. All right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All right, there you go. All right, what's going on with you, bro? Yeah. So what is it like? You get to talk your stuff in person because you're a Philly fan in Cowboys country?
Yeah, I love it. I love the sports banner. You know, I really, really love it. It makes the season exciting. It makes the being able to be a real fan exciting. You know, right. I love it. I couldn't imagine being a fan of another team, living in another city, being Dallas, being an Eagles fan.
Right. Yeah, it's rough. You know what I'm saying? It's rough. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's all just fun and love. You know what I'm saying? I know that you see a lot of Eagles fans, Cowboys fans go back and forth on social media. But like I said, most of the times when I'm at Cowboys games or I meet Eagles fans, like it's just football talk. You know what I'm saying? It's not as crazy as the internet makes it seem. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we all got to go back to work on Monday. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we're going to talk our stuff. We're going to talk our trash, but we're going to get back to it, man. So, yeah. But I appreciate all the support, bro.
So listen, I have a question for you. My question to you is this.
All right.
Do you see a scenario where you guys would pay all three players? Parsons. I know Parsons gonna have to be paid next year, but Parsons, CD, and Dak. And my second question is, where do you see you guys finishing this season? And I heard you. My last question is this. I heard you say something about Mozzie, but I didn't hear the whole part. But where are you at on Mozzie? You said you feel like he's a third-round grade on your draft board or something like that? Yeah,
it's a good question. So I'll go ahead and tackle the first one. So overall, if I had to gauge it, it really depends on what happens with Trey. But I just don't see the Cowboys with Jerry saying that, he really wants to win a Super Bowl, in his lifetime, again, moving on from Dak, CeeDee Lamb, and Micah Parsons. So for me personally, I think that CeeDee will be the first chip to fall, because you have to have CeeDee. Like, you have to have CeeDee Lamb done. Originally, I thought CeeDee would be done by the time we get into Vegas next week. It might be when we return back to Frisco the following week when that deal gets done. But you're going to have to get CeeDee Lamb out there some way, somehow, right? So then it comes to CeeDee Lamb. After that, then it now goes to Dak Prescott. If they're going to move on from Dak or not, I do not know. But I think they would sign Dak after that. And then Micah Parsons will be next year deal. So I would see 2 out of the 3 I would bet money on that they'll get done. The Dak Prescott thing, to be honest with you, bro, I just don't know, because I'm not sure what's taking so long. And it's just one of those things where I think the Cowboys egos are starting to get involved, and there might be a situation where Dak is like, know what, y'all just keep it, and we'll just see where the chips fall next year. And then Mozzie Smith, I was saying you got to be patient with him. I've seen some improvement from him, but you can't have the expectations that he's going to just come out there and just set the league on fire this season. I think we'll see some improvement, and he'll kind of be a rotational guy, but then moving forward, he can grow into that role where he's going to be the quote guy, maybe at the end of the season or maybe next season, but I wouldn't expect Mozzie to come out the gate and just be that guy. And then you said expectations for the season. So I did it on the Roundtable show, salute to Roundtable Sports, my guy Philly Mike and a few others. I have, unfortunately, y'all winning the division, just based off of the history of the NFC East, right? Winning the division, Cowboys, and then salute to my dog Tony the Closer. I just got off the phone with him. He feeling like the Commanders about to win the whole thing, because he excited about Jaden Daniels. I have the Commanders at 3, and then 4th place, I got the Giants, man. I got the Giants there. So that's how I got things for the division. But I think that ultimately, the NFC East could sneak in 3 playoff teams, and once we get into the playoffs, it is what it is. We'll see what we go from there.
All right, man. I so appreciate that, man. Thank you for taking my call. That's my question, man.
All right. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
All right. There we go. All right. Let's see if we can get this caller on the line. Yo, caller, state your name. Where you from? Yo, caller. This person's been on hold for a while. I'm trying to get him on the show. 295.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
Man, it's hitting, man.
Hey, what's going on with you, bro? Hey, what's going on? I was like, I know that's my dog was holding, man, but you know what I'm saying? It's technical difficulties, you know what I'm saying? But it is, we work through it. We work through it as content creators. Like I said, I need a producer, man. I need to be like, you know what I'm saying, some of these people on TV where I just got to come, turn the lights on, turn my camera on. Everyone's behind the scenes doing it. But as of right now, man, it's still me doing all of it, pulling all the strings, man. What's going on with you, Henny?
Man, I'm just living, man, getting ready for this preseason game.
Yeah. So what do you got your eyes on, bro? Who are you going to be watching specifically? Let's start with the offensive side of the ball.
Offensively, man, I want to see if John Stevens Jr. picks up where he left off last year. Because, the rumblings were, had he not gotten injured, our boy Peyton Hendershot would have been off the team last year.
Right.
Now, that's the rumblings that I had heard.
Right.
So, he looked good in training camp up to this point, man. The pass catching and playmaking ability was never in doubt because, the man is a converted wide receiver. So, that's already there. So, really, the only thing I'm looking forward to see how well he blocking.
Right.
Because I know he can run routes. I know that he can get proper spacing and depth when he got to sit in zones and things along those lines. That's second nature. So, I'm checking on that. And then if he does play well, I'm trying to see how politics play into effect on that. Because we know he might really be tight end number 2 talent-wise on this team. But we all know that they invested the second-round pick into Schoonmaker.
Right.
So we're going to see if they actually let the best man play or they're going to keep, pushing those that politics button out there for that.
Yeah.
Another guy offensively, though, outside of just John Stevens Jr., I'm looking at all the wide receivers. Like, it's not just particularly one, especially with CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb wasn't going to play in preseason no damn way.
Right.
But I was personally very critical of the wide receiver depth behind CeeDee Lamb. I wanted them to use first round pick on a wide receiver.
You see Brian Thomas. I tagged landlord in that Brian Thomas clip. I was like, man, there you go.
I was so mad. Me and Brian Thomas got picked before
right.
he even got a chance. They probably would still pass on him
right.
still.
Yeah.
But he didn't get an opportunity for him.
Right.
But, I've been hypercritical. So when you compare the Dallas Cowboys wide receiving room to people like the Philadelphia Eagles, the 49ers, the Texans, all these teams that are in our way, they don't really stack up. So CeeDee Lamb is better than their number 1, but you can honestly say their 2, 3, and 4 are better than ours. So I'm interested to see how our wide receivers play. Because listen, they've been great all training camp. I just want to see if they're training camp darlings or they can actually transfer that into actual NFL game action.
Right. And that's what you always got to be aware of, man. Because y'all remember my guy who I loved, tall dude, TJ Vasher, how he was out there dunking on people in camp. You know what I'm saying? And you got so excited, like, okay, we got something. And then the lights come on. And it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, my bad. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things. And you mentioned the tight end room, Henny. You talked about John Stevens. Now, when I was out there at camp last year, John Stevens was up here. Luke Schoonmaker was down here. Like, it was it was a massive separation between the two. And him and Dak were just clicking. I'm just like, all right. But like you said, the politics. But now there's another politic when it comes to Brevin Spawn Ford. So it's like, okay, now we have kind of 4 tight ends, pretty much 5 if you want to count Hendershot. And Ford and also Stevens kind of fit that wide receiver-esque mold. And they can do a little bit more than Luke Schoonmaker, but Luke Schoonmaker is more of your 12 personnel blocker. So it's like, how is things really going to fit? But if John Stevens goes out here and he's showing that he can block and he's showing that he's a pass receiving threat, it's going to be, and he shows that he can stay healthy, right? I don't know how do you politic Luke Schoonmaker, second round pick or not, over John Stevens. It's like, I know Cowboys, the organization always had the ego aside, but it's kind of a Kelvin Joseph situation where, hey, he was your second round pick as well, but it just didn't work out, so we'll kind of be interested to see that. But the tight end room's definitely going to be fun to watch, bro, to be honest with
you. It will. And that's the thing. He fits the mold, John Stevens does. He fits the mold of a prototypical Mike McCarthy tight end more than Luke Schoonmaker ever did. Right. So when you think about what he had in Green Bay, like, those guys are superb athletes, like, that's not really who Schoonmaker was. Like, Schoonmaker was never a passing threat coming out of college. Like, he still got to develop this. Like, pretty much for John, it's plug and play.
Right.
So that's why I'm excited to see him. And listen, one other thing I'm looking for. Well, really there's more, but one other thing I am going to look for. I'm going to see what Trey Lance can actually do.
Right.
Because we invested a 4th round pick into the man.
Right.
The Dallas Cowboys, done hit on so many fourth-round picks. It's almost criminal that we didn't have one this draft.
Right.
You go through your Dak Prescott, your Tony Pollard,
Mm-hmm.
your Dalton Schultz, your Jake Ferguson,
Mm-hmm.
your Tyler Biadasz. Like, look at how many starters, Pro Bowlers, all the little things the Dallas Cowboys got
Right.
in the fourth round.
Mm-hmm.
You pretty much gave up a fourth-round pick for nothing. Because
Right.
if he ends up the emergency quarterback a second straight year, we're never going to see him actually play in an NFL game.
Right. And I'm going to be livid. So I'm at the point. That's what I'm saying earlier, bro. I want to see Trey start today. Like, why are we going to play him versus the Rams' second or third team? Like, no, put him out there for some starters and let's see. Because the most frustrating thing for preseason was I saw a lot of backups that you could have got for a whole lot cheaper out there getting starting rep. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, you could have went and got Carson Wentz off the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have went and kept your fourth round pick. So at the end of the day, it's time for the Cowboys to really go out there and show and prove with Trey. Don't baby him. Don't try to mold him. Don't let him go out there versus, the Rams' third team. And in the third quarter, he throws a few touchdowns and kind of say, okay, we believe in Trey. Nope. Put him out there and let's see what he can do versus some starting caliber talent in the first round. But we'll see. Because like I said, overall, we watched the scrimmage. For me personally, Trey has plays where I'm just like, okay, it's there. And then he has plays where it's like, I don't know what the hell you're doing. So it's too much variables when it comes to Trey right now as a quarterback, where I personally just can't trust it. I just can't trust it as of right now. He can use his legs. He can make a big throw, and then he'll just throw a dumb interception to, Marquise Bell sitting right there in the flat. And it's like, bro, what are you doing? So but now we get to pull the sheets off, bro, and really evaluate Trey. So yeah, we're definitely going to watch Trey today.
Man, of course. And this is the crazy thing. Think about, like you mentioned, all the other quarterbacks that played yesterday. Like, dog, would the Dallas Cowboys not be in a better quarterback situation getting Justin Fields for what? They gave up like a 6th round pick to get Justin Fields.
Right.
Who actually started multiple NFL seasons.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think that's the thing. You paid way too much for Trey, and then everything went on sale. Everything went on sale, bro. And here's the thing, because I know my dog Rome's in the building. We was joking in that draft about how the Cowboys really like Zach Wilson, and that's going to be the possible quarterback they can move up to get. You know what I'm saying? You had Zach Wilson for a bag of chips, bro. You could have kept that 4th round pick and really got guys who's been a starter in this league, and it's probably along the learning curve for then Trey. But Jerry Jones, once again, our GM, just had to pull the trigger. Like, there was such a sense of urgency. You had such a sense of urgency to go toss a 4th round pick to get Trey Lance. But with defensive tackles, it's like, we'll just sit back and wait and see. With wide receivers, we'll just sit back and wait and see. But with Trey Lance, you didn't talk to nobody, nothing. You just went up there and pressed start on your controller, and we'll just sit back and see. But if we come out of this preseason, y'all, I'm just going to be honest with y'all, and it's like, well, Cooper Rush is still our backup, and I'm coming unglued, bro. I am coming unglued if we go out there and Cooper Rush is still our backup and Trey Lance is inactive because we still want him to grow and develop. Damn that, bro. Damn that. So we'll see.
I mean, realistically, what could Trey Lance have done to jump over Cooper Rush, who's actually started and played well in actual NFL games?
I don't know.
I know there was like that run, that he went on when Dak was out. Like, that was mostly defense. Mm-hmm. I remember the Minnesota Vikings game the year prior. He played damn good in that game.
Right.
Like, that wasn't just like a lame duck. I'm just out here. He threw some tutties out there.
Right.
Like, he made some actual plays in the NFL game.
Right.
What did Lance do? And against, I'm not saying that all these boys are scrubs, but some of these folks going to be working for UPS, driving trash trucks,
right?
Being on podcasts like you and me, kinfolk,
right?
Like, some of them guys ain't even up to snub.
Right.
What could he do in preseason games and jump over Cooper Rush realistically?
Politics. That's the only way I see it. It's like, listen, we want to really push Trey to the top, because even if you go through what we've been hearing at camp and seeing at camp, Cooper Rush has been with the twos this entire time, right? So it's like, okay, how do you just instantly jump him? Like I said, for him to jump, Cooper Rush would have to fall flat today in preseason, and Trey Lance would have to look like he has arrived. He would have to have a Dak Prescott-esque preseason for me to kind of see, okay, well, let's see some more, right? Let's see some more. But if he's out there still looking lost, deer in the headlights, granted, we know he can take off and run. Okay, that's cool, but it's like, I just don't see it. Now, I will say this. If something, God forbid, was to happen to Dak, right, Cooper Rush is the Band-Aid, you know what I'm saying? Trey Lance would be more a surgery, because I feel like he can give you more, like he can give you a bigger spark than Cooper Rush can give you, because he can beat you with his legs, but you would have to change everything with your philosophy when it comes to Trey. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to really just pull the reins back, Mike McCarthy. We're going to be a, dive team, run team, speed option team, RPO team, quick throw team. Go back to your real West Coast offense, and you're going to really have to build around Trey because he has some talent. He's just not up here yet. The arm power, the strength, the throwing, the accuracy is a little shaky in the ball placement is, but you know what I'm saying? The upside is there, but he's not here yet to really command our offense where I feel like, you know what, we got Trey Lance, we play Baltimore, we're perfectly fine. I'm going to be like, man, we about to get backed up, dog. We about to get backed up, dog. So we'll see, man, but it all starts today. And granted, there's going to be some trolls in all of our channels. Did you see that? Did you see that throw at Trey, man? Did you see that? And like you said, it's going to be versus me out there playing corner.
That's the flip side of it, too. If he goes out there and plays bad against those people, man, like, we already knew we weren't going to get a fourth-round pick back for Trey any damn way.
Right.
We might not be able to get shit for Trey Lance.
Right.
Like, we might have to just let him walk if he plays bad against the threes or the fours or whatever the hell they throw out there.
Right. Yeah.
So that's the flip side of it. He can also hurt his damn trade value by going out there and laying a duck. And I'm glad that you said politics and that you brought up the Dak Prescott stuff from when he was a rookie. So remember, people forget about this. It didn't just take Tony Romo getting hurt for Dak Prescott to get the start. Kellen Moore had to break his damn ankle.
Right.
So that still stayed the three until the two guys ahead of him got hurt.
Remember, because it was Tony Romo, Kellen Moore, and it was between Dak Prescott and Jamil Showers or whatever. That was a safety / quarterback, right? And they were like, Kellen went down, and it was like, if Kellen Moore does not break his ankle, y'all, there is no telling what the hell happens to Dak Prescott's career, which is kind of crazy when it sounds like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really took some Willie Beeman-esque stuff. Yeah, it really took a Willie Beeman situation for us to get our quarterback. And even through all that, they still wasn't sold on him. You know what I'm saying? So that's my question I would ask the Cowboys, organization. What can get you sold on Trey so quickly, but it's taking y'all so long to get sold on Dak? You know what I'm saying? Dak was carving up the league, setting it on fire, him and Zeke, and Jerry and Steven wasn't sold. And Des Bryant always told the story, and told the story when we were doing a Space in the Show together. He was like, Jason Witten was the one that went to Romo and was like, bro, we can't. Dak is our quarterback now. And because and Romo was fighting it, right? Jason Witten, your right-hand man, had to stand up and say, we rolling with 4, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are rolling with 4 because Jason Garrett was for Dak. Steven and Jerry wasn't. Romo thought he was going to come back and get his job back. And then your right hand was like, yo, bro, I love you, dog, but we got to go with the young buck right now. And that's when the team really rallied around Dak. So it's crazy. It took all that for us to get behind Dak Prescott. But it feels like with Trey, it's like, oh, we'll see what we can see. So we'll have to watch it, bro.
That's sad when you put it into perspective like that. Oh, shit. That's one last thing because, I had mentioned offense. Man, I actually got to put this as a parable. So, what if I ask you to kill a deer, man? Like, what if I ask you to go out and kill a deer for me, Tuck? Like, what would you go get to kill a deer?
I'll go get a shotty. Well, actually, I got 2 of them, but I'm gonna go get some shotty. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay.
So see, I gave you a task, and I left it up to you how to fill out the task and get it done, right?
Right.
But I'm putting a parameter on it now. So go kill a deer with your bare hands.
Right. Right.
That's what it's like on this defense for me right now. Because the biggest issue with the Dallas Cowboys is going to always be stopping the run.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You want me to believe the Dallas Cowboys will be able to stop the run with Monty Smith coming off the shoulder in surgery, a couple of journeymen, a 7th-round pick, and an undrafted free agent.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to really believe that my interior defensive line is going to be great with the components it's comprised of?
Right. And here's the thing I keep trying to tell everybody. It's not, and here's the thing. It's instantly easy to blame Dan Quinn or blame Coach Zimmer when you don't let them get the proper ingredients they need to cook. So it's like, if the Cowboys are still struggling versus the run, what is everybody going to say? See, Coach Zimmer couldn't get it done. I don't like his scheme and blah, 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 it wasn't going to work. Not knowing I don't have my main utensil, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like you say, okay, I want you to barbecue, for the tailgate. I'm like, okay, bro, I need a spatula. I need some seasoning. Like, nah, bro, you got it. Just work with what you got. Well, I'm out here flipping burgers with my hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like I need a spatula, dog. Like, and I feel like that was my biggest concern about Mike Zimmer. It's not the coach. I feel like Mike Zimmer is a phenomenal coach. He's a football savant. He's been around the game long enough. But is he going to have the courage to be like, nah, actually, bro, I need this, dog. Like, y'all trying to give me this. Nope, actually, I need this defensive tackle. So y'all might need to use it for third. I mean, use a second round. I need this. This is what I need to be successful. Or you're gonna be like, I can make it work. I think I can work with that. Where has he played last? I mean, he's been with the Jets and he kind of been with the Saints a little bit. He played a little bit for the Eagles, and I'm sure I can make, like, that's the problem. And I feel like Dan Quinn did the same thing last year, bro. It was just like, no, you should have went out there and said, I need me a linebacker, bro. I need me a linebacker. I cannot do this with a linebacker. They probably went to him, was like, listen, can you make this work with Marquise Bell? I mean, I can make it work. All right, cool. Then you got it. You don't need no Shaq Leonard, bro. You're good. You know what I'm saying? Rashawn Evans, we'll get him out of here because he smoked. All right, bro, you can go ahead and cook, right? Versus when Dan Quinn got to Washington, the very first thing he hit that line of Bobby Wagner. Yo, bro, I'm in Washington. Pull up. All right, got you, fam. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's the problem. So yeah, bro, I'm with you. I don't want to see. Like, Zim's gonna have to scheme his ass off with the defensive tackles, bro. And here's the sad part, Cowboys Nation. I want to prepare y'all for this. We did it with wide receiver. We did it with linebackers last year. And we always sit back and saying, damn, if we would have just had this. You know what I'm saying? If we would have just had a linebacker if we would have just had Bobby Wagner last year, that Green Bay game could have went completely different. Because our defense was fine until LVE went down. But when you lose the captain, you use the brain trust, you use your green dot guy, you also lost Trayvon Diggs, you needed a linebacker to go out there and stop that. Go back the year before. Our defense played outstanding versus San Francisco. We needed a wide receiver opposite of CeeDee Lamb. Like, we just needed. But what did they do, right? We were saying Brandon Cooks during that season. Like, yo, go get Brandon Cooks. Like, the Houston Texans trying to get rid of him. They might want a second. They might want a third. Just go get him. Nah, we're fine. So we went out there, got cooked by the 49ers, and then we bought in Brandon Cooks. You could have did that, bro. You could have stopped the Noah Brown bleeding and went out there and got Brandon Cooks. But what y'all do? Y'all brought in T.Y. Hilton, who's no longer in the league. Y'all was taking OBJ to Mavericks games, and the Cowboys paid the price. It is a reactive mindset versus a proactive mindset, and that is our biggest fault in Dallas, bro.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's great reactionary. You never, and it's the same way with the contracts of your current players.
Yep.
Like, hey, I just want to get this off my chest while I'm on live.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
I get tired of trying to tell me the Dallas Cowboys ain't got no damn money.
Right.
If you actually took time out of your damn day and Googled how much salary cap space they have, they got $29 million in open cap space. If you extend that Prescott, you clear another $22 million in cap space. And if you extend CeeDee Lamb, you clear another $13 million in cap space. So I'm sitting here on your show telling everybody the Dallas Cowboys signed their guys and theoretically have over $60 million in cap space. Stop letting them play the face like that, man.
Right. And here and there was a conversation, right? And salute to Clarence. Like, Clarence is one of my guys, right? But he was like, oh, the Cowboys are always getting the deal done, so I don't know why y'all tripping out. CeeDee Lamb will be out there. Yes, I do believe CeeDee Lamb will get the deal done. But here is my biggest problem. Like you said, Henny, if you would have got the deal done when CeeDee Lamb went on that podcast with Micah Parsons way back in February and beat Justin Jefferson, and if you got the deal done with Dak Prescott, then you could have been more active in the offseason by acquiring talent. You know what I'm saying? But since you wait now, even if you clear up the cap space right now, you can't go get nothing. The shops are closed. Shops are closed because you waited till the deadline. You could have used that money, extended Dak, extended CD, went out there and made some more roster moves besides Eric Kendricks and really added to fill the voids in this roster. If case in point, y'all, if we would have extended Dak Prescott, extended CeeDee Lamb, we could have brought back Jonathan Hankins just like that. Even though we could have did it anyways, we could have got him just like that. Okay, that's what you want, Hankins? Oh, that's easy money. You know what I'm saying? We got that. Hey, Tyron, this is what you wanted. You want to say like that? We could have made those deals really work. But since y'all sat on your hands and waited for all the leaves to fall, well, they fallen, and now ain't no leaves on the tree, and now look at where we're at. So it's frustrating, bro, but it's like I always tell the Cowboys fans, we just got to find a way to work around it, bro. Like, I'm at the point where it's like, listen, we know that our front office, they just some damn idiots. They care more about branding than production on the football field. We just got to find a way just to work around it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at, because they're not going to change. They are not going to change. They are set in their ways, and they will burn this thing down in the ground to save an extra $1 or $2, bro.
It's sad because we up here talking about defensive tackles. Most of the defensive tackles I wanted weren't going to get over $10 million a year.
Right. Yeah.
I wanted Grover Stewart. I wanted DJ Reader.
Right.
I would have took Sheldon Rankins or Shelby Harris.
Right. Yeah, we would. And here's the thing: Cowboys fans have gotten to a situation we don't ask for the big stuff no more. You know what I'm saying? We don't ask for the big candy. We just want the little. You know what I'm saying? Can I just get some gum, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like Mama, can I get the little Pez dispenser? Like we're not even asking for the big, you know what I'm saying, fun size Snickers no more. Can I give me a little Pez dispenser? Can I give me some mints or something, bro? Like, we don't even ask for top shelf no more. We started asking for bottom shelf, and they still not that. They're gonna give us something that's kind of been left over and been stepped on a few times. Like I want to talk about these players but it's like you're bringing in guys who were suspended and all these different things. It's just Jags to me. It's not anybody of impact, but they feel like hitting on a UFL talent in Will Harvey Jr., that gives them the biggest boost to their ego versus just going and making a trade, using a 4th round pick and getting a proven defensive tackle. See what I'm saying? Like that's just their thing, bro. So I don't know, y'all. I really don't know. Like I said, we have to find a workaround. Hopefully the team comes and bands together for their quarterback, bands together for their coaching staff, and really rallies against it. But as of right now, those two upstairs, those are our biggest competition, bro. Those are the two we can't beat. Forget the 49ers, forget Philly, forget, the Chiefs or whatever. Those two upstairs are the two teams we cannot beat, and they're just set in their ways, and it's not going to change anytime soon, unfortunately. Unfortunately, my dog, man. But yo, my dog, Henry, before I let you go, man, let everybody know they can find you, my guy.
Yeah, man, it's your boy, Henry the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store. Tap in with me on YouTube. It's HTM Sports. Henry the Moore on Facebook. And, hey, we'll be doing a watch party later on, man.
Yeah, pull up.
Boy, West going to be at the game. So, yeah, we're gonna do a live stream for the preseason game. Yeah, y'all pull up, man. Y'all pull up for their live stream during the games. Like I said, man, I commend those content creators that can do live streams during the games. It just ain't my thing. It just ain't my. I've tried it before, and I was frustrated. I remember it was a game that we lost to the Jaguars, right? Because I was like, oh, we just playing the Jaguars, Tucker. You know what I'm saying? This would be an easy game, kind of go live. And we messed around and lost that game, and all of Dak trolls and everything. Like I just wasn't. I'm just not prepared for. You know what I'm saying? I was about to spaz on people on cam. You know what I'm saying? I can't do all that, man. So salute to everybody. Definitely go pull up on their YouTube channel, watch the live game with them, and yeah, man, it's gonna be a fun time for Cowboys Nation. At the end of the day, win or lose, we got it. You know what I'm saying? We got y'all covered because I'll say this, Henny. I came in the 2020 class, right? You know what I'm saying? I came in the 2020 class where I was getting beaten, kicked on with Ben DiNucci and Garrett Gilbert. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there ain't much you could do to me. I came in the worst season ever, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like our defense was getting bagged on, had the worst defense in NFL history. So it's all uphill for me. So it just is what it is, my guy. It can always be worse, man.
Yeah, it can always be worse, bro. All right, my dog. We appreciate you, bro. Keep doing great work.
Hey, do the same, bro. I'm hollering.
All right, bro. All right. gonna keep it cooking, man. Keep it cooking. Keep calling in, man. We're gonna cook because we're gonna say we don't play till 3:30, and we ain't locked everything. Okay. All right. Let's see here. 1760. State your name. Where you from?
Hey, what's good, CFO Sports, man?
What's going on with you?
It's Chief Sealy from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, man. I'm representing out of Houston right now. Let me go ahead and turn my TV on so I can get that echo. I see y'all hit on a lot of topics before I even joined in.
Oh, you good, man. You good, man. Thanks for your patience for staying on hold, bro.
No problem, man. Yeah, I was going through some good stuff, though.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. That's how we just rock, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people like, Tuck, how do y'all do this? I'm like, there's so many different conversations as Cowboys fans that need to be had. It's really easy. And a lot of people watch my show. I don't have no script. I don't have no nothing. We just flow. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's really about.
That's what we do, though.
Yeah, exactly. Man, what's going on with you, bro?
Man, not much, man. I'm just waiting for this preseason game. I've seen you live, so I was like, man, let me show some love and,
appreciate
say what's up to other Cowboy Nation
appreciate
producers, because that's basically what you are.
Thanks.
I'm thinking about this from an adjustment standpoint. We got all these older cats, the bad cats like Hendricks coming in.
Mm-hmm.
We got these lines doing things. They look good against in that little scrimmage, but it's going to be good to see what our secondary, third, all the way back, got as far as depth for floor and ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what I'm looking at out of this preseason game. What the adjustment's going to look like?
Yeah,
because we didn't have trouble with that for a while. So
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, and I agree. And I think Mike McCarthy said this in one of his press conferences. One thing we're also going to be focused on specifically on the defensive side of the ball is also discipline, man. So the jumping off sides, the holding calls, and some of those things that were costly last year is the team playing more discipline under Coach Zimmer and this new coaching staff than they were playing last year. Because those little things, right? Because like scheme-wise, you probably won't be able to really dissect it. It's not going to be some crazy new defense. Like, okay, there it is. That's what Zim's going to be running. But are you going out there? Are you flowing to the ball? Are you chasing to the ball? Like, are you staying in your gap integrity? Are you, what I'm saying? Like those little things. Yeah, those are the keys. It's going to be important for preseason. So I'm definitely going to keep our eye on it. And y'all know we'll definitely go through it in nauseum, every day. So if someone's out there not playing their gaps and run protection and, not, keeping the outside contains, we definitely going to pull it up and talk about it because we got to get that cleaned up, especially without having the defensive line talent as well.
Right. And what I'm seeing that I'm liking is that we running heavy on the zone because we're great on zonal offense, whether it be running or passing, scheming it up, playing the gaps, getting our people in motion and, hitting them on those lead passes, all that type of stuff. Our zone blocking looking good for the offensive line. And on defense, I think we straight on that too.
Right.
I don't know about our tackles, but I got a lot of faith in people like Nealon, some good people out here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I ain't going to talk about the vets because everybody know who they are.
Right. Right. Yeah, the core guys, we ain't gotta do no film breakdown on Fur. We ain't gotta talk about, them guys are good. Yeah, they are good. It's the guys who we don't know. And I feel like for us Cowboys fans, because a lot of people will say this, bro. They'll be like, oh, well, we look at the all pros we have, or Jerry will say, look at the Pro Bowlers that we have. Okay, yeah, that is good. But the layer behind it is what's most important, because when one of those guys goes down, we're going to lean on one of those. And can we lean on those guys, right? So now we don't have a Sam Williams. Can we lean on Marshawn Nealon? We need to know that, because if not, we need to go make a move. You know what I'm saying? So it's like one of those things. This is the most important time of the season. I know a lot of fans kind of like, it's just some backup guys and some nah. These people are extremely important, because this is where you guys find your Wanye Thomases and you find your Marquise Bells and you find, some of your players that you were looking at like week 14 or 15. They're out there getting those reps. So yeah, bro. It's gonna be a good time, man. We're gonna keep our eyes on everything. We're gonna do a lot of film study, go through a lot of these players, but I'm excited. And I feel like this, you mentioned defensive tackle, right? I feel like meat is like ham, no burger, peanut butter, no jelly. We got all these linebackers now. Can we get some defensive tackles to keep them clean? Okay, can we keep them clean, bro? Like, like damn, bro. Exactly, man. So I'm excited about this game kicking off. And yeah, we definitely gonna have fun this season, y'all.
Hey, one more thing I want to touch on. I'm gonna keep it short. I ain't gonna talk nobody up because I know it's a lot of other people waiting for you.
Go ahead.
Hey, but one thing I'm curious about is these trades. Now, people I love, people who I'm questioning, going forward in the future for their contracts. I think we get the most value out of on proposition would be people like Tank Lawrence, because we already know what their ceiling is. We know what their floor is. They're great players.
Right.
Him and Zach Martin. Right. Now, I love these dudes. It would be nice to retire them here, but realistically, they're at the cap of their value. They're at the peak of their value. And they'll be great trade pieces next year, so we can line up this next, trade. I know y'all gonna get into that later in the season. You know, we still in preseason, but
Right.
you know, I'm just throwing it out there on the table. So, you know, this has been thoughts since we're dealing with this family business.
Yeah, I mean, you're
You know?
you're not far off. And honestly, we kind of got, stoned a little bit last year because I was saying we should have contemplated Zach Martin last year, because the hard part about trading Jack Martin now is that now he's talking publicly about retirement. You know what I'm saying? So his value is kind of, you know what I'm saying? So, but last year when he kind of doing that holdout, I would have possibly said, all right, bro, like he probably had about 2 to 3 years maybe left with Zach Martin playing at the ultimate level.
That's why.
So honestly, I don't think that D-Law will probably be back. And this is always futuristic thinking, right? But it's like it's going to be harder to bring back D-Law, and we'll have to talk about possibly like Terrence Steele, like some of those players, right? It's kind of like
smart.
Yeah,
D-Law smart. He do this from a business perspective.
Oh, yeah.
You can see he get the business done on the floor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, on the field. But at the same time, like from a organizational and a nation perspective, we definitely got to keep this in the echo chamber.
Right.
So
yeah, because he's not taking no friendly.
They wait the last minute for everything.
He's not taking no friendly discount. He ain't taking no friendly discount. He ain't doing none of that. Yeah, because his agent Dave Cantor, salute to Dave. Talked to him a few times. They ain't taking no. You know what I'm saying? So no disrespect.
You know that gonna perform. Yeah, you know Lamb gonna perform.
Right. And you know how important you are to our defense. A lot of people don't get caught up in. You really have to understand the game or really watch the game to appreciate what D-Law does day in and day out. But when you really watch D-Law setting the edge, stopping the run, getting pressure, getting back, he does it everything. He's a full, complete defensive end, right? He's probably one of the most, I would probably say, in the league. You know what I'm saying? He does everything at a high level. He's not just a pass rusher, right? Availability, right? Leadership. So
close, outside in, all that.
Yeah. So he knows his value. And it damn sure ain't gonna be cheap. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we'll definitely keep an eye on that. But as of right now, man, we're gearing up for preseason, and we'll see what happens from here, man. But appreciate you for calling in. Appreciate all your support, bro. Keep doing your thing, and I appreciate you.
Good chopping up with you, man. You take it easy.
I appreciate you.
Again.
Appreciate you.
Go Cowboy Nation.
Let's go Cowboys Nation. See, that's the energy I like, man. I like that Cowboys fans are back being excited. You know what I'm saying? I like Cowboys fans are being excited because
it ain't done.
This off season was kind of, you know what I'm saying? It was rough, but we're going to get there, man. We're going to get there. So appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Take it easy, man.
Appreciate you. So, yeah, man, appreciate everyone for tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and lock the phones. Let's turn this thing off.
Has been locked.
Let's turn this thing on off. All right. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, calling in, man. It is game day. We are ready. So, like I said, I will do a post-game recap. Probably do a video, or I might go live depending on the game happens and what's going on. I got a lot going on, man. I'm getting my daughter ready for college coming up here in a few weeks, and going to Vegas next week. Then I'm turning around going to Miami, and so there's a lot of things going on. But I might turn around and might go back live, turn back on the phone lines depending. I got to talk to the upstairs just to make sure. You know what I'm saying? To make sure. You know what I'm saying? And then if not, I'll just do a quick video. But we'll definitely. This week, we'll run through all the film sessions. We'll go by player, dissect it. But like I said, y'all, this is where the fun begins. Now we get to sit back and see, I ain't got to rely on somebody being at camp of what's going on. We ain't got to rely on this, or we ain't got to rely on that. We can now sit down and digest and see for ourselves. And this is where the fun really begins as we gear up for this NFL season. I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always excited for football season, period. Just being a Cowboys fan. But I'll say this, the frustrating part is I want a championship, right? But here's what I'll say to that, right? We never know what's going to happen throughout the course of a season. Injuries happen, bad trades happen, teams get complacent and fall off, all sorts of stuff. So as long as we can stay healthy and continue the trend that we're on, just get to the playoffs and we have a chance, right? But we have to, this season's message needs to be one foot at a time, y'all. 1 foot at a time. So if we come out and we beat the Cleveland Browns, got them, packed up Deshaun Watson. Okay, cool. Let's just focus on the Saints. I don't want to hear, it's just the Saints and they're not that good and look at their quarterback and it's just the Saints. Like, nope. We will focus on the Saints. 1 foot at a time. I don't want to start talking about playoffs and Super Bowl and all these extra things because I feel like that's where the Cowboys really get tripped up. And that was kind of my message last year. I was getting concerned about is that everyone was blindly saying the Cowboys don't lose at home. Cowboys don't lose at home. Cowboys don't lose at home, right? That is a bad mindset to go into a playoff game with. It's just because you're too comfortable. You're too comfortable. And I spoke to Aisha when I had her on my show. I think that last year they really got humbled by what happens. So they are not going to get ahead of themselves. I highly doubt this playoff season we will see any post-game party flyers because we've already locked up our wild card win. I don't think you're going to see that this year. I think everybody will be focused game in, game out, because this is the first season in a long time, I'll probably say under Dak Prescott's tenure since he's been here, where we are really the underdogs, y'all. Like, it's not a fake underdog story where it's like, okay, Cowboys versus everybody, or, like the cute little slogans. This is the first season where we are really the underdogs, where your front office is saying, I don't believe in you, Dak. Go out there and prove it. I don't believe in you, Mike McCarthy. Go out there and prove it. Coach Zimmer, we brought this defensive staff in, but I'm only giving you a 1-year deal. Go out there and prove it. So you got that from your front office. A lot of the fan base is like, okay, well, we'll sit back and wait and see what happens in the playoffs, right? I ain't doing, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, you know what I'm saying? So I think that this is the first year where we're not singing everybody's praises. We're not, Kool-Aid cups everywhere. It's more of, okay, show me something. If you want me to be a diehard Cowboys fan and fly all around the country and spend thousands and thousands upon dollars supporting y'all, go out there and earn it. And I feel like it's going to be a situation where the Cowboys are going to have to earn it. They're either going to sink or you're going to rise to the top. You know what I'm saying? You're either going to rise to the top. So we'll see what really happens. But overall, like I said, excited for the preseason game to really come out there and showcase and see what we got. We'll break down these players. But I appreciate everyone for tuning in. If you haven't already, y'all, subscribe to the channel, share the content. We are pushing up on 15,000. Let's go ahead and get to 15,000. Also, I am giving away tickets to the Dallas Cowboys preseason game versus the Chargers. Yeah, the Chargers on the 24th, I believe. So the home game, the first home preseason game. I am giving away not just tickets, my tickets, right? So my tickets, y'all know, I sit kind of close, right? I'm giving away my tickets. So you'll personally get my tickets and you'll personally get a parking pass. So you probably have to be in Dallas unless you want to fly in for a preseason game. You're welcome, right? All you have to do, subscribe to this channel, CFO Sports. Go to the NFC East Roundtable Sports that we do every Thursday night. Subscribe to their channel. And this upcoming Thursday night, when I am on this NFC East show, I want y'all to go crazy in the chat and represent Cowboys Nation hard. Like, in the person that goes the hardest and represents the Cowboys the hardest, I am going to give you tickets out of my own personal stash to go to the preseason game, right? Because last Thursday they jumped me, right? They jumped me, and what happened? A lot of people was talking like I was soft, right? A lot of people was acting like, oh, Cowboys fans are afraid to be here. Oh, Jay Tuck doesn't bring no Cowboys fans. Nobody even supports him. That's why nobody's here. Now, what they didn't say was our scrimmage was going on and everybody was watching our scrimmage during the show. So they think they got someone who's soft. They think I know how to bring people out. They don't think I know how to rep, right? So this Thursday at 5 p.m. Central, we are going to go over to the NFC East Roundtable show and take that shit over, dog. We are going to take it over, and the person that helps me do that, I will give y'all the tickets, man. I'll give y'all the tickets, man. Like I said, I'm sitting right there pretty much on the 10-yard line. Y'all can stand up, be free, be yourselves. Go ahead and represent, have fun, because I do have a lot of Cowboys fans, even though they live in Dallas and other places. They never gotten to experience it. Well, I want to give y'all experience courtesy of me, but you got to go to the show next Thursday at 5 p.m. Central and represent, man. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Have fun. Enjoy it. I know it's going to be some people, oh, we don't care about wins and losses. We don't care about statistics today. We just want to see our players perform. Cowboys only scored a field goal in the first half. I knew it was going to be a damn. Our stars aren't out there. We're not going to do that. And that's why I like doing live stream. Because one time I went live during the preseason, we were down like by 10 in the first half, and like, oh, this is the same old Cowboys. I'm just like, it's preseason. Our starters aren't even out there, bro. But so I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Support the channel, like it, comment, subscribe. I appreciate all support. In Cowboys Nation, we are finally here. Let's represent whatever. Like I said, we can talk about our team. That's family business. We'll have our live shows. We'll talk about our team. But can't nobody else do it. You know what I'm saying? That's what my mama used to tell me. Like, I can fight and beef with my brothers and sister. But we get to school, ain't nobody gonna say nothing about my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna say nothing about my family. You know what I'm saying? Well, speaking of Mama Tuck, see, she must have heard me and is called in, right? Mama Tuck calling. So, but yeah, we ain't gonna let that slide. So you can fight with your brothers, you can fight with your sister, you can fight with your cousins. But if something else happens and someone outside our family comes in, all hands are on deck, right? And that's the same thing when it comes to the Cowboys. I can talk about us. Y'all can talk about us. Ain't anybody else gonna say nothing. So I appreciate every one of y'all. Yeah. Parking costs is crazy even preseason, bro. There's no, it's just preseason. Nah, they don't care. They do not care. You know, our park is like right by where my parking is like by the Jerry copter, right? So right by where the helicopter is on the side. So I have club seats. These are club seats, right? So you get your own entrance. You get your own private entrance. You get your own private, food areas. They got sushi over there where I'm at. They got sirloin, steaks, and ribeyes over there where I'm at. You get your own entrance. You get your own concession stands. You get your own private bathroom. Downstairs, they have your own little private bar. So if you're into drinking, there's your own little private bar. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different experience than when you come in to the front, right? You come to the side of the club area, completely different experience. You get leather seats. You get a nice little app where if I want them to bring me a Cowboy reader to my seat because I don't want to go upstairs, so bring me a Cowboy reader. So it's a good experience, man. So I want y'all to enjoy that. But you got to come to the show next week and represent, man. So I appreciate everybody. I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged, y'all. And the season is finally here. Let's go, Cowboys. Peace.